across to the other side of the court. Overhead not put away. Coetzer can run that down. And takes the hand off the racket there. It's a great lob. Could have maybe got in on that one, but elected to stay on the baseline. And just one too many to retrieve.
She's back with the ball kids back there most of that rally, wasn't she? Never at one stage during that rally was she on the baseline or inside. There was at least a metre to 5 metres behind the baseline. So defensive mode all the time with Pearce throughout that rally. Pearce has converted 4 out of 10 break points. Pretty good. First serve percentage has gone down a little bit for Mary Pearce at the moment, but boy, this is the best match she's played so far this week.
Set and a half gone, and Pearce still hasn't served a double fault.
Love 15. That's a shot there that Amanda Coetzer under normal circumstances would probably make. I've only seen her make maybe a couple today. She certainly missed more than she's made.
I think she's pressing a lot on that shot because she really doesn't have to make a great shot. Doesn't have to really hit the winner at that stage because Pearce is just learning the fundamentals of coming into the net on that and not anticipating the one. If you can make her play one volley and then get to the next one, you've got a chance to hit the pass.
15.
That's an innovative drop shot there.
These two played together in doubles quite successfully last year, reached a final at Stanford and quarters in Sydney.
Game South Africa. France leads 3-1. Some big hitting from Amanda Coetzer in this point. She'll be happy that she's on the board in this second set. Love 15.
Well, Mary Pearce really thought that ball was going to be long. Still thinks it might have been.
Can't argue though, can you? Looked over at
the non-existent baseline judge. He's not there.
Force of habit. Well, Well, Amanda Coetzer had Mary Pearce running all over the court in that rally. Eventually missing the big one down the line, but It's 15-30.
Pretty much a must-win game for Coetzer here. Got to break back.
Come back, Mary, come back.
Hasn't quite got the speed of Coetzer.
Jeez.
Really giving it every effort there, though.
Advantage France. Game France.
And Pearce holds on and leads it 4-1, having taken the first 6-3.
And let's now take another update from Court 1. The women's single.
Well, Coetzer has to jump the first hurdle, hold her own serve.
Pretty good scoreline there, 6-3, 4-1, as Nico looks on, shaking his head there. Amanda just has not been able to break down the Pearce game. As we mentioned, Pearce, when she gets in front, is a great front runner. She hasn't allowed Coetzer back into this match as yet. Just the one service break still in the second set.
15 all.
Mary Pierce has kept a game plan going. She's been practicing trying to get to the net more often this week. She's made
30,
some
50.
unforced errors, some mistakes by doing so, not being able to read the passing shots. But in general, she's been able to pin her opponent way behind the baseline, and that's been the big difference here. Match has been in progress now just over an hour.
At 40-50. Mary Pierce knows that she probably went the wrong way on that backhand, had all the room in the world cross court, decided to go down the line.
Just testing the racket string tension with her head. It's around 28 kilos for Pierce.
Fault. At 40-30. Juice.
Pretty good work again from Pierce. Coetzer in control, had Mary Pierce all over the place, but just showing that she is a little fitter than she was this time last year. Craig Carden, the coach, feels that she's the fittest she's been in her career at the moment.
Coetzer gets in and finishes off the point.
South Africa. Talk about fitness, Fred. The girls know that when they come to Australia, one of the hottest places that we play in the world, on the tough court surface, rebound ace gets pretty hot. You have to be as fit as you need to be.
A little bit of extra preparation in the heat this year at the Australian Open. If it gets to 40 degrees, they're going to close the roof at Melbourne Park.
Out. Game South Africa.
Coetzer hanging in there.
At least she just hangs in there. I was thinking the same thing, Steve. You know,
France lead
it's
for game
just one
2.
service break. Pierce has not faltered at all yet on serve. The percentages have gone down. She was at 73%, 72%, which was excellent. Down to 65 now. That's still rather respectable.
And she's not giving away any freebies, Fred. No double faults from her. Must make a difference when you've got a lot of faith in your second serve.
Certainly, if you don't serve any double faults and you're winning those second serves, and you get them in the right time at the right spot. She's playing with a lot of confidence at the moment.
Fault. Fault.
40 low.
Couple of good volleys from Pearce.
Great pick up from Coetzer on the first one, but unable to get to the next volley that Mary Pearce hit. Serve volley, second serve. It's a volley into the open court. Not too many people would have even got that first one, except Amanda Coetzer.
Game France.
And Pearce holds to low. Keeps the pressure on.
France leads 5 games to 2.
Up a set in 5-2. The chief racket stringer here is Peter Lesurf, and Mary Pearce has just about driven him mad this week. She's not sure whether she wanted 27 kilograms or 28, so she's been sending the rackets backwards and forwards. Finally, she's happy with 28, but one day she came out and said, look, the rackets were fine in the warm-up, but when the match started, they seemed to go off. He just shook his head.
Yep.
She's not the easiest.
Very fussy with the rackets, and a lot of the players are like that. They like to get, and Mary Pearce gets hers strung every day. Pete Sampras pretty much the same way. He gets 6 of them done every morning, and every day, whether he uses them that day or not. If he uses that racket, he'll change the grips also. So they get this in their mind that they tell the difference of 1 kilo. But Mary Pearce has played some good tennis this week, and the rackets, whether a pound or 2 or a kilo difference, it's very difficult to tell, even at the professional level, as far as that's concerned. But she's got to be pretty happy with the way things are. Give Peter a big thank you at the end of the week if they win this event.
Oh, she does. She's very grateful.
Yep.
She's just fussy.
Just fussy.
Coetzer at 2-5.
Love 15.
Yes. There's the reward for the determination, the persistence of Coetzer. First smile of the match, I think, from Amanda.
Well, the crowd oohed and ahed at one particular backhand that Mary Pearce hit in this rally, but Amanda Coetzer hanging in there and eventually coming up with a good pass.
At 30-50.
Crowd wants Amanda to do well. She's been such a regular here at the Hopman Cup, and the fans in Perth really enjoy her play and her on-court demeanour.
She's made a spate of unforced errors today, though, on the forehand side particularly. Felt sorry for Chandler Rubin yesterday with the way she played on the forehand side, but Coetzer's made 22 unforced errors on that wing. And look at the difference there, 22 forehand errors and only 6 for Pearce off that side. And really Pearce has been the one that's going after everything.
At 40-30. Fault. Game South Africa.
Well, Coetzer is at least going to make Pearce attempt to serve it out.
France leads 5 games to 3.
Well, this will be a big test now for Mary Pearce because she's been mixing a game up and attempting to get to the net. The last service game she served and volleyed on 3 occasions, and it'll be interesting to see whether she will continue to do that when serving for the match.
Love 15.
Wow. The added pressure of serving for the match, Fred, brings her first double.
Yep.
She's certainly not going to hold back on the ground strokes. We know that. She's going to keep going for it. That's how she got to a set in 5-3. That's just about the only way she knows how to play.
It was a bad miss from Coetzer. Went under the net.
At 40-15.
A lot of pressure being applied to Pearce in this game. Unforced errors.
Out game set match.
And Pearce keeps an unbeaten record in singles.
6-3.
3-3. She beats Amanda Coetzer. Kept the errors down, served well, and particularly the big forehand, Fred, setting up a pretty convincing win for Mary.
Yeah, well, the serve percentages, the first serve in, and makes it a lot easier.